The downfall of Sergio Perez. Will Perez be able to secure his place on the team despite the challenges? Can he reclaim his initial momentum and outshine his teammate Max Verstappen, who continues to dominate the field? How will Perez's struggles impact his long-term career prospects? Are you getting confused? Well, just wait. Let us make it all clear for you. It's 2023 and the Formula One season kicks off with Sergio Perez blazing a trail, winning 2 out of his first 4 races. He's in the spotlight as a potential title contender and fans are excited. But here's a twist in the plot. Sergio Perez's contract with Red Bull is set to expire in 2024, and the team's manager Christian Horner drops a bombshell. He mentions Daniel Ricciardo, the racing maestro who's been on hiatus, eyeing Perez's seat. Cue the drama. Red Bull is giving mixed signals. On one hand, they praise his skills and reassure him, but on the other, Ricciardo's return has everyone talking. To add more spice to the mix, Ricciardo, known for his impressive wins with Red Bull, is with AlphaTauri now, aiming to recapture his former glory. So, what's the future for Perez? Will he rise above the chatter and prove he's the real deal, or will Ricciardo's return change the game? Buckle up, because the 2023 F1 season is turning into a thrilling storyline, filled with unexpected twists and a quest for victory. Sergio Perez's journey in the 2023 season started with a bang, winning races and sparking hopes of championship glory. But things took a turn for the worse. One big reason was the changes made to his car, the RB19. These changes left Perez struggling to get a grip on the track. He lost confidence in the car, making his races tough. At the Zandvoort race, Perez managed to avoid early elimination in qualifying, but he was still over a second slower than his teammate Max Verstappen. During the race, Red Bull's strategic move to put Perez in the lead early on, but it didn't take long for the gap in pace between him and Verstappen to become glaringly obvious. Red Bull's team manager Christian Horner said that Perez's contract secures his spot on the team. But the real certainty in the team appears to be Max Verstappen's dominance. Perez, on the other hand, just wants a supportive environment where he can truly shine. If he can't find it, he might have to look for other opportunities. Amidst all the attention on Red Bull's evaluation of Perez, we shouldn't forget the potential this determined Mexican driver still has. He's facing a challenge, trying to find his groove in a challenging racing world where his teammate is leading the charge. In the high-stakes world of Formula One, the atmosphere surrounding Sergio Perez is heavy with pressure, and it's not exactly the most comfortable place to be. Perez is on the hunt for 2 essential things: stability and security. Without them, he might hesitate to commit to the long term. It's a precarious situation, especially as Perez finds himself trailing his teammate Max Verstappen by a substantial 145 points in the championship. Adding to the intrigue, comments from Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko during the Dutch Grand Prix weekend have cast doubts on Perez's future. Reports quoted Marko hinting that Perez's 2024 contract is not a done deal. However, Christian Horner, the voice of authority at Red Bull, stands firm in his belief that Perez isn't going anywhere. Horner is resolute about Perez's status for the next year. The Mexican driver is a Red Bull racing driver, and there's a concrete agreement in place. Horner points out that despite the relentless pressure, Perez's performance deserves recognition. He's the only driver, aside from Verstappen, to clinch race victories this year and currently holds the 2nd position in the World Championship standings. But, as the saying goes, it's lonely at the top, and Perez is facing a colossal challenge. The bar has been set incredibly high, and he's determined to meet those lofty expectations. The question remains, can Perez continue to prove his worth, secure his spot on the team, and perhaps even close the gap on his remarkable teammate Verstappen? As the F1 drama unfolds, the intrigue around Perez's future deepens. As pointed out by Horner, Perez's role as Max Verstappen's teammate presents its own set of challenges. Moreover, the changes in the car have veered away from Perez's natural driving style, making it tough for him to replicate standout performances like the one in Jeddah and Baku. Now the key for Perez is to delve deep and figure out how to squeeze more out of the car. He needs to recreate the magic of races such as Spa and the impressive first 60 laps at Zandvoort. This demands ironing out the minor slip-ups that cost him dearly on race day. Confidence is a crucial factor. Perez openly acknowledged that his crash during the Monaco qualifiers had shaken him a bit. Making a crucial mistake on a track where he had previously tasted victory wasn't easy to shrug off. Known for his expertise on street circuits, with nearly all of his triumphs coming from these layouts, the Monaco incident triggered a rough patch for Perez. He endured a string of 6 races where he struggled to secure a top 10 qualifying spot, leaving him playing catch-up in each subsequent race, while Verstappen continued to dominate. Perez isn't blind to the missed opportunities. He realizes that it hasn't been a smooth ride, particularly when he is aware of the tremendous potential of the car. While Verstappen has been capitalizing on this potential, Perez grapples with a lack of that essential feeling, creating a challenging situation for any driver to navigate. At the season's outset, Sergio Perez enjoyed a beautiful harmony with his racing machine. It was a time when everything flowed naturally, a bit like when you find your favorite pair of shoes. This feel he talks about isn't just about the car, it's about the comfort and confidence he had behind the wheel. It was like a perfect dance where every move was just right. But as the season chugged along, Red Bull decided to give their RB19 car a bit of a facelift. They wanted it to perform even better. Unfortunately, these changes didn't quite mesh with Perez's natural style of driving. It was like trying to wear those favorite shoes that no longer fit quite right. Perez had to go deep into the mechanics of his driving style, make some significant tweaks, and adapt to the new personality of the car. While there were flashes of progress in races like Hungary and Belgium, he couldn't help but feel that things were not quite where he wanted them to be. It wasn't just as effortless as it was at the beginning of the season. You see, every driver has a unique style, and it's a bit like finding the right musical rhythm. The car's characteristics need to groove with the driver's approach. However, as Red Bull continued to fine-tune the RB19 with new parts, it started to drift away from Perez's natural rhythm. Perez's words tell the story. I had to go very deep on my driving style, adapt it quite a bit, and change it because the car had simply changed. It's like a musician altering their playing style to match a different melody. So while Perez thought Hungary and Belgium were steps in the right direction, they still didn't hit the perfect note he was looking for. It just didn't flow as effortlessly as it did at the season's beginning. Over the past few years, driving the Red Bull cars has proven to be quite the challenge. These cars tend to favor a sharp, responsive front end, perfect for those aggressive turns into corners, a style that perfectly aligns with the fearless approach of Max Verstappen. Both Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon had their fair share of struggles taming the feisty nature of these Red Bull cars during their time with the team, as did Perez during his initial stint in 2021. Earlier this year, Verstappen refuted claims that Red Bull's cars were custom-built specifically for him, emphasizing his ability to adapt to whatever vehicle he's given. As the RB19 underwent further development, these defining characteristics only grew more pronounced, posing a significant challenge for Perez. He often mentioned the sharpness of the car, especially in negotiating medium and high-speed corners, especially when the weather threw in its own set of challenges, ultimately denting his confidence. This wasn't the first time Perez had faced this issue. Last July, he expressed concerns that the car was getting away from him as it underwent development. When quizzed about the same issue this year, he admitted that to some extent, history was repeating itself. It's natural for teams to focus on developments that make the car faster. After all, the ultimate goal is to have the swiftest car on the track. But sometimes, these developments cater more to one style of driving than another. In this case, it certainly seemed to play to Verstappen's strengths, contributing to his impressive string of victories. Unfortunately, as Perez grappled with these challenges, the scrutiny on him only intensified, especially with the possibility of Daniel Ricciardo potentially joining Red Bull in 2025, coinciding with the end of Perez's contract through his current return with AlphaTauri. So, what do you think about all of this? Please do let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to share it with all your fellow F1 fans. And for more great videos, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.